Hello, my precious wandering souls, and welcome back to Miles Edgeworth, AceAttorney Investigations. See, I'm getting used to saying it. I'm not saying Phoenix Wright AceAttorney anymore. So, last episode, we found out a very sad story by that Mr. Nado's design was not selling, and I feel very bad for her. But I have to admit that it's pretty ugly. I don't want to be mean or anything, but that's one ugly looking suitcase. So now we are going to go, I think, to the cargo hold to see if we find something. So let's go. March 12th, 2:52 p.m. That flight, lower deck, cargo hold.
Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh?
Come, Shu.
It's so big!
I won't say anything. Oh god, there's the suitcases. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating. So is this the real scene of the murder? There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct?
Okay, let's get investigating, sir.
Okay, begin investigation. Lower deck cargo hold. Should I talk to this guy? Can I talk to you? Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir. I haven't noticed a thing. I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. Oh. Oh, this is depressing.
Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-see suitcase fair.
This must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over.
This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy.
If only Gumshoe had the money to to buy this. I think that would make Mr. Nado really happy, but he doesn't have the money, so... Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you happiness.
You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200!
Oh my god. No wonder they're not selling.
Oh, I think I'll pass.
And Mr. Nado wonders why they don't sell. You'd need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? Ew! It's a bunch of glass fragments. Where are these glass shards from? Huh. Oh, wait! Do I have something in logic for that? Yes! I mean, since we're here... Yeah, I vaguely remembered I had a piece of logic that didn't fit, so I was like, oh, maybe this is for that piece of logic. Yay! I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match off perfectly with the remnants of these glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected.
So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now?
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Perhaps it's a bit early to draw the conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Okay. Maybe this thing?
Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal?
Is what the victim checked in, sir. So the suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. I mean, he's kinda dead, so...
There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir.
Wait, a file?
And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
Why would he have a file with Francisca's photo on it? It looks like a profile on Francisca. Profile on Francisca? Why did Mr. Hicks have documents on Francisca in his possession? Huh. Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? Huh. Maybe she knows? Maybe if I talk to her? You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides his murder. Yes, I was. Why at this airport? I've been following a very large and involved governmental level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that you should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Oh? Are you working for Interpol? Interpol. Francisca came to this airport as an Interpol liaison. Whatever. Interpol is involved. It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have. I'm not sure if she's going to tell me anything if I show her things, so... Oh! Maybe the profile... and the fact that Francisca is with Interpol... Right? Please, 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 please. Yay! Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca?
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he did, but I don't think that's the thing. Shoot. Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. For some reason, I can't talk.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol agent Hicks. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. I guess we talked to her. The truth behind Hicks. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you figured it out, Miles. Oh, just Miles? No, like just Miles, not Miles Edgeworth? But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. Agent Hicks was on the trail of an international smuggling ring. Huh. He went undercover to investigate his crime. So the person who killed him probably figured it out and was like, oh no, I can't let this guy get out of here alive. And it was I who put him on this case. I was was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. Oh, I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing here, sir? There's nothing but luggage.
Gumshoe, sweetie, there's probably something smuggled here.
Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it.
Ow! Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason, of that I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation?
No, unfortunately, I was going to find out for him after he landed.
Oh, I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own.
Uh-huh.
Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew.
And if my suspicions are correct, that it's one of the members of the crew, the one who killed him, then that member probably freaked out when they found out, like, oh god, this is an Interpol agent, I have to get rid of him.
And entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then
the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and
they entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up, the plane hit a patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks' body flew out. Hicks's body, sorry. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor.
Uh-huh. Oh, investigation complete. That one was fast. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
I know that what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Donato. Yeah, I mean, things are pointing to her, but I want to believe she's not her. But at the same time, it's probably her. Yeah. I mean, let's see what she has to say. Definitive evidence. If it was a crew member, any of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Donato. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you?
I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that.
Okay. If it was a crew member, I think it's if I press here, maybe press, hold it.
But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Miss Donato.
Objection!
It's highly likely? Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you called yourself a disciple of my father. Yeah, actually, I don't want to be called that anymore. You know, considering he killed my father not 15 years ago. By the time this game occurs, it's been 18 years old? 18 years old now. 18 years ago. And gave Miles PTSD and trauma that even up to this day, he still suffers from it. So no, thank you. I don't want to call myself a disciple of your father.
Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence,
Be quiet. You're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rottinator, you know? It's not just the keycard that gives her away.
Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Captain Hugo piggy bank?
Yes, she is also the only person with a key to open the display case.
Further, there is a matter of the key to the display case, the murderous bank. Hold it? But that is a
Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that it's just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? The piggy bank, the crime scene, the body.
The body, right? We didn't check the body fully, and I would like to have some more information about it.
Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions.
Oh, was I?
Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you haven't yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon?
Scruffy!
Yes, sir.
Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, stop whipping him! Whip Edgeworth. He's fine.
We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Uh-oh, what now?
What is it, detective?
They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure.
Report, now!
The doc said there is one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Huh. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area.
Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign that the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Autopsy report. Instantaneous death resulting from blow to back of head. Bruising head to mid-back.
Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Well, that's,
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective?
Oh, well, they say they were still looking into that, sir.
Oh.
You're completely useless! No, he gave us information about, like, the body. We didn't know that.
No!
Poor guy. Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there.
No, you remove yourself. Oh.
Now you remove yourself from my way.
It's the guy, the what's his face? LeBlanc.
Yeah.
What is all that racket?
Of course. My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand my return them to me.
I don't remember if this was the voice I gave him, but now this is the voice I gave him.
We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there's no choice. Finally, I think he gave... Hey, what are you?
Is he going to push him?
You have left me no choice but to use strong force. Ah! You won't get past me.
This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about.
Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. After
all, you know what, we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Weapon couldn't be found.
I didn't read the last one, but I think I got the little mascot thing as a logic piece.
Weapon couldn't be found. Nobody could find anything that could be considered a real weapon in the hold.
That dog is one giant bruise from appearing up from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Cause of death, extensive bruising from back of head down to mid-back, as if severely beaten.
Huh.
Logic! Oh, I didn't press that, but... Okay, maybe the piggy bank... and the cause of death? Yeah. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. And the quote-unquote murder weapon, it's kinda small, so... If that's the case, then the bigger one is much too small to have caused that. Exactly. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. A sizable weapon. The unusually large area of bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used. Aha! Oh, okay. I get it. We can't find the weapon because the weapon is probably really big. And thus, it's not like something that someone could just grab and hit him with. So it's a big thing, right? If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration.
What was all that about? Was he trying to jump his way down here?
Francisca. What? What do you want? I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon. You did?
He really jumped!
Gosh, she's the only one worried about him. We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs.
He's fine. He's brutally fine. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping people, whipping everyone she comes across. Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence. Do I have evidence for that, though? Do I have anything that could be used as evidence?
You two aren't listening at all, aren't you?
Gumshoe, if you're so worried about him, go check up on him yourself. Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of. I don't think I have anything to prove that he was... I don't think I have any evidence. Can I check my organizer just in case? Oh no, I get it. He probably had like a free fall or something like what we just saw with LeBlanc. I don't have any evidence to show. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have anything. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool, for I'm a foolish fool, meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal.
Oh, are you talking about ghosts now?
Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death.
He probably fell.
Suffocation, free fall, strangulation. Free fall. He fell. Probably. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result.
Or he was pushed.
He was pushed from the railing after whoever member of the crew found out that he was an Interpol agent, and that's how he died. In other words, the real cause of death is free fall into the ground.
He fell to his death.
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. I mean, it makes sense.
But the murder happened inside this plane.
I know.
Are you claiming that there are some planes in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean...
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs to this very cargo hold.
Makes me guess that we saw Mr. LeBlanc fall, right? So what if whatever Mr. LeBlanc fell on, like that thing covered by a sheet, like a fabric sheet, what if that wasn't there when Hicks fell and that's why he died? Because I mean, I don't know if Mr. LeBlanc is still alive, but he fell, and if he's still alive, that would mean that if Hicks fell and it fell on that thing, then he couldn't have died. But if that thing wasn't there by the time the death happened, then that means that he fell from a larger distance, right? Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs to this very cargo hold. What? Then we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sir.
He's probably fine.
Hey you, tell me you're undead, pal.
Quiet, why are you screaming? He's alive.
He's alive.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Well, I think we haven't gone to that part. My explanation. It explains kind of my theory. Still have to prove it though.
It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that.
I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean?
I suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. Okay, no, sorry. I didn't mean to say I suppose. Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then?
He would have been a Virginian pancake for sure, sir.
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing.
But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there is no point on entertaining one of the hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there.
Yeah, again, what I said. What if it wasn't there? Then in that case, I think it was Gumshoe, right? It has like if he would be a pancake. So I think they're trying to say, like, they're trying to explain my reasoning.
I wish that
time, Gubier. A window of time where the giant box was not there.
Ah, but there was. Oh, I get it. Yeah, refueling.
What?
What can I use to show her that it's possible the box was not always where it's now? Do I have anything about it? Oh, here! Refueling Senfa. Maybe this? Oop, didn't mean to... I meant to click present.
You refueled in the Republic of Senfa?
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Senfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. Ah, it's labeled Senfa Express! Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Senfa. Okay, cargo from Senfa. It was loaded on board during the refueling between 4 and 5 AM at the transfer point. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not there in the cargo hold during the Europe-Senfa leg on the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. I hope they're not trying to make it sound like it was an accident, because I still think it was murder. You know? Like, I believe someone pushed him.
Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched.
Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Okay, begin investigation. So, I guess I should... Is the guy okay? Like, is LeBlanc okay? Oh, he's right there. Okay. I guess I check this. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Olive statue. Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Then let's get investigating, sir. Gogoat from Pokemon, Scissors, Metroid. That looks like a tree. I think that's a leaf. Exclamation mark, question mark. Lord Helix, cockroach, and a guy running out from another guy who's trying to headbutt him in the ass. Yes.
Look here, do not go about touching my possessions without my permission.
Ah! Don't rush upon me like that, Paul. Why, it seems that the fall didn't really hurt you or anything. You're doing just fine. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? But didn't this come from Senfa? Or, no, because LeBlanc is Virginian. But this came from Senfa, right? I'm confused. I should see what else I can find out from him. Do I have to talk to him? Do I have anything in logic? Nope. I only had one thing, so I guess I talked to him. LeBlanc's cargo. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Of course it's mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Olive statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much more.
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents! I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that make, detective. Ay, the poor guy. Darn, how did you do that? That's all you think about. I feel like you keep getting better and better, seeing right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun. I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to a murder case. It's probably in Virginian money, right? I don't know how much that is because Virginia doesn't exist, but I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
Valuable piece of art. Mr. LeBlanc claims to have brought a piece of art from Europe, but... Maybe the reason he's so upset about it. What if... I mean, I'm not sure, but what if... Oh yeah, it's actually that. Oh my god. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Saint-Fa. So is LeBlanc connected to the smuggling ring? So is he like... Oh, maybe that's why he hated Hicks so much. I think I need to question him a bit further. I guess I speak to him? Fake statue. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document?
Mr. St. LeBlanc, why didn't you say that so earlier? Please show it to us at once.
I can't read it.
I can't read this. What does it say?
Oh, it's in Virginian?
It says as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate. No, that's... Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting here. I mean there. Alif read the certificate, document written in Virginian. Proof the statue was loaded on board in Europe. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right.
Wait! Wait, that thing! Wait, I've seen that thing before. Where is it? I think it's here. Hey! Wait a second! Oh wait, it's different! Wait, it's different. This one looks like it has feet, but also its eyes are red. And this statue's eyes are like a yellowish, a yellowish orange. This, I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Alif Red. It gives us such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it.
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
No, okay, it has feet, but the eyes are different. I think it is a fake. Unless the other statue is the fake and this is the real one. I believe a closer look is warranted here. Okay, sure. Yeah, I think this is definitely a fake. So this is the infamous Alif Red statue, huh? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Is it the eyes? I'm pretty sure it's the eyes. Are these eyes made of some sort of gem? That's a real nice shade of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kinda remind me of the eyes of this stray cat that lives near my house. Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible this statue is a fake? Oh, maybe I deduced this thing? Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? This, right? Because the eyes are red. Maybe? Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, I'm pretty. They remind me of sunset when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I fell ill. Capshu sounds like such an old man, but he's like, what, 30-something, right? Oh, come on, dude. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah, sir, they're red. As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc. What do you want? Do you not know I'm a busy man? I'll allow you 2 seconds for your answer. The Alif Red, I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not? It is the biggest trophy of this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Bread of a share, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but... What is that? Sympathy? For what? You'll see, I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Why the sudden yelling? Now then! Oh! It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Ah! Yep, he finally realized it. Now, do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. Ah! Fake! I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Senfa. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Can I? Oh. Huh. Huh. What's this? The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor cloud cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Ho ho. You, what did you say now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate. Why should I forgive it the trespasses? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it.
deduce, right? Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Do I have something? Okay, this. Right? There is clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo.
Francisca?
Ah! That's not possible!
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Saint-Foy, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Saint-Foy.
But then what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed.
That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Oh! Updated. Document in Virginia says statue was loaded on board in Europe, but that is a fake.
Huh. Investigation complete.
I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed. Ah, sorry. that was Kamshu. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? I knew it was kind of weird to see Edgeworth say gonna. Yes, well, this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir. It was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the holding missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the same 5 cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Saint-Foy leg on the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move the statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath, now! Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. Go on. After moving the Alif Rest statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction. Aha!
Oh, but it looks like dragged, like something was dragged.
Huh. I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in the spot.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? Kamshu, you are a detective who works in murders. Come on. It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood?
Ah! Ahaha!
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Saint-Fa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Saint-Fa?
There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that's true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Saint-Fa, then this becomes highly suspect. Mr. Nairo's testimony, Miss Mill's testimony, Mr. LeBlanc's testimony. Because I don't know him see when we took off again. Oh! Okay, it's probably this one. We don't have any other testimonies, so Miss Mill's testimony. Recall Miss Mill's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Saint-Fa.
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but
that totally contradicts the facts, sir.
But why would she lie about something like that?
I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Mill herself.
Oh! Okay. Oh, I thought it would be a bit longer, but sure. Oh my god, this girl is looking so suspicious now. I mean, I had my suspicions about a member of the crew being the killer. But now that we know that she testified for this, like that the victim was still alive, it makes things way more suspicious, and I'm starting to suspect her a lot. Alright, so I think I'll stop recording now. I hope you liked it. Maybe, if you did, maybe consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye!